Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will look at the Hydrocotyle Vulgaris or the marsh pennywort. It is also called the copper coin due to its round leaves that look like coins. With the association of the word marsh in its name, you might have already guessed that this can grow in water and water-laden soil. This is a perennial plant native to North Africa and some parts of Europe. This does bloom, and the flowers are very tiny and not so attractive, and that is where the striking patterned and serrated leaves come into picture. Now, in India, a lot of nurseries sell this plant as the Brahmi, and my nursery man did the same. But once I started researching about the plant, I realized that though very similar in appearance, it is not the Brahmi. This trailing plant, the Bacopa monieri, and the other coin-like plant, the Centella asiatica, are the Brahmi medicinal plants. Though the higher classification is the same, that is the pennywort, the hydrocotyle and the centella belong to different families. The centella belongs to the Apiaceae family and the hydrocotyle belongs to the Araliaceae family. The hydrocotyle is an edible plant. They don't grow very tall and can cover the entire surface area of the growing medium. They have creeping offshoots that produce new leaves and roots from these node points when they touch the soil or if submerged in water. So let's look at some of its growing conditions. Sunlight. This will do really well in parts and conditions that are brightly lit. It can be grown indoors and outdoors, but when grown indoors, make sure you give it a southwest exposure or any bright location. Potting medium. Grow this in any type of soil you want, whether you have a well draining mix or you just have normal garden soil that holds a bit more of moisture. This plant will love it. Another medium to grow this is plain water. So, an aquarium that is well lit is an ideal place to grow this plant. Watering. Since this is a marshy plant, when grown outdoors, water it every day. And if you grow this indoors and in a soil medium, then don't overwater. Give it some periods of dryness before you water. Because what works for plants outdoors may not always work when it is grown indoors. Humidity. This likes a humid environment and you can mist their leaves once in a while. Pruning. For a more bushier growth, cut off these offshoots. These offshoots can outgrow its pot and start searching for better pastures and in a way invade your garden. So be mindful of this fact and contain its growth if you want. Fertilizer. In the wild, it takes all the nutrients from the slushy marshes that are organically rich. So use compost once a month when grown in soil medium. For water plants, if it is an aquarium, your fishes will provide all the nutrients the plant wants. Otherwise, when grown in water, you don't have to necessarily fertilize the plant. Just make sure the water is not very hard. Propagation. You can easily propagate this plant with an offshoot cutting. Take the offshoot with 2 or more nodes. Place the nodes on the soil medium like this, leave it undisturbed, and it will root up in no time. Or simply add the same in water and you will get roots in a matter of days. But give it bright partial sunlight conditions for it to grow roots. More than a trailing plant, this is like the strawberry that spreads far and wide, so grow this in a pond or a container that is wide rather than deep. Pests. This can be attacked by mealybugs. Use neem oil pesticide to control these buggers. Please note that if the leaves are turning yellow, it is mostly due to stress induced by lack of sunlight or nutrients, or it can also be brought about by too much of something like water in the case of Indo-hydrocotyles grown in soil medium. So if you are a fan of the Pelia plant, but it's hard to get, then quench your garden thirst with these beautiful green plants that radiate their own light. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned for some garden unboxing. So I got these railing metal planters and I love this golden seam. They come with holes at the bottom too, just when I was thinking about drilling some. The handle comes detached like this, and you can easily attach it with these screws. Now you can either place your plastic containers like this, or if you want, add the plant directly into it. I have a pack of 6 such containers. You have these different holes so that you can adjust the height of the planter. I will hopefully come up with another video where I will plant this all up and show you. So for now, we've come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and I really hope you've enjoyed this particular episode. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. So thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.